Hi, I'm Helen at Bliss Beauty Therapy in Keyworth, Nottingham, and today I want to talk to you about looking after your nails at home, and more importantly that you're using the correct treatment base coat for your particular nail type. So in salon we use Jessica nail products, and they do 6 treatment base coats, and I'm going to talk you through them now. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is for dry nails. So if you had a dry nail, how would you know you had a dry nail? Well, you would know you had a dry nail because it would look quite powdery to the touch, and if you dragged your finger along it, it would feel quite rough. It can also have white spots in it as well. So they're the main characteristics of a dry nail. And if you've got a dry nail, you want to be using Rejuvenation. So Rejuvenation has got your aloe vera and your jojoba in it, and it's going to help to moisturize and hydrate your nail. So that's the first one. The next one I'm going to talk to you about is if you have a brittle nail. So how do you know if you've got a brittle nail? Well, brittle nails tend to grow really well. They're very, very strong, but if they break really low down. They tend to shatter. They're quite hard. They can almost be claw-like. And if you bend them, well, you can't really bend them. They're just so hard. So you want to try and put some flexibility back into the nail. So for that, you want to be using Recovery. So Recovery has got your water protein in, and that's going to put that flexibility back into the nail. So the way I describe brittle nails to clients is if you had a piece of wood and you left it in the sun all day, it would just dry out and it would just snap. If you put the same piece of wood in a bucket of water, it would then go soft and it would become quite flexible. And that's exactly what your Recovery is going to do. It's going to put that flexibility back into your nail. The next one, if you're really lucky and you've got normal healthy nails and they grow and you've got no problems with them at all, then Reward is the one for you. It's got vitamins A, C and E in, and it's really going to help to promote the growth and keep that nail looking really natural and healthy. Your next one is probably our most popular treatment base coat that we use at the moment, that we recommend to clients for home care, and also that we use most in salon. So it's for those of you that have had acrylics on or gel polish on, and for those of you that have picked your gel polish off, and I know there's a few of you out there that do that. I'm not going to mention any names, but there are a few people that spring to mind. So Restoration would be the one for you. Now, Restoration has got echinacea in it. So it's really, really healing. And it's also got coneflower in, which is firming. And it also has your keratin, soya and wheat proteins in it as well. So it's going to help to hydrate and nourish the nail. So when you've had acrylics on, and if you've had gels on for a long time as well, the nail can feel quite soft and vulnerable afterwards, and it can sometimes feel a bit tender. So you don't want to put a really, really strong strengthener on it straight away. It's just going to be too much for the nail. So you want to start with something a little bit more gentler, and Restoration is the one for you. The next one that I'm going to show you is for peeling nails. So we've all seen those nails where the layers come up and then you've got the temptation to piddle it back and you can't help yourself, and then it's left with like a little ridge there, and then you pick it and then it just goes a bit further and a bit further and a bit further. That's what a peeling nail is. And for you, you want to be using Fusion. So Fusion has a rubberized resin in it, and it's going to help to bond those layers of the nail together. Because remember, your nail is made up of layers, just like your skin is made up of layers. So you want to bond the layers of that nail together. So Fusion will be the one for you. The final one that I'm going to talk about is Critical Care. So this is one of our market leader base coats. It's a really, really popular base coat, and it's very, very strong as well. So if you've got an occasion coming up and you want to give your nails a boost, this is the one to use. So it's a real growth booster. It's also fantastic for those of you that have tried everything else on your nails and it just doesn't work. This is the one to use. If you've got soft nails, they just won't grow, this is the one to use. It is a very, very strong base coat, but it does work, and it can double the length of your free edge of your nail within 2 weeks if used correctly. So that's some statement to make, and it does really, really work as well. So those are your 6 treatment base coats, and now I'm going to explain to you how to apply them properly to the nails, because it's not just a case of slapping it on and job done. With the Jessica treatment base coats, you have to work them into the nail. So you're going to apply it in 8 to 10 strokes. So I'm just going to demonstrate that now, and also the other process that we need to do as well. So I haven't got particularly long nails, but if you've got longer nails than me and you've got an actual free edge, so you can actually get behind the nail, what you want to do first of all is get your treatment base coat and you want to paint it on the underside of your nail. Okay, so you paint the underside of the nail, and then you're going to get your Jessica base coat. So once you've done the underside of the nail, you're then going to paint it onto your nail as well. So you're going to do 8 to 10 strokes. And then once you've done your 8 to 10 strokes, you're then going to get your brush and you're going to sweep it around the end of your nail, around your free edge, and you want to seal that. You want to seal all the nail with your treatment base coat. You want to cocoon the nail with it, so then ensure that it's properly covered and it's getting the maximum benefit of that base coat. You're going to paint all 10, and then if you're using the Jessica custom colours, you're going to use the custom colours in the same way. So you're going to paint that on 8 to 10 strokes, and again you're going to put it, if you've got a free edge, you're going to put it underneath the nail as well. You'll find it will make your polish last so much better. And then you're going to follow with either your top priority or your brilliance. So your top priority is your longer lasting base coat, your brilliance gives it the quick dry, quick shine finish, and you can top that up every few days with the brilliance as well. So that's how that's all about our different treatment base coats. I hope that's helped you, explain to you a little bit more how to use them. I'm also going to tell you that now, if you've actually got a particular problem and you want to treat them quickly, you're better to use your treatment base coat on its own without nail polish to start with. You'll get a far quicker result than if you use it with colour. So if you're using it on its own, you would apply it to the nail every other day. And at the end of the week, after 7 days, you would remove that with nail polish remover, and then you would start again, and you would repeat that process, and you would do it for up to 8 weeks. Once the results have been achieved, you would then go on to reward, which is like the one for normal nails, remember me telling you earlier? And you would use this then as your maintenance base coat. But then after about 4 weeks, you would go back to your original base coat and use it in exactly the same way, just to give them a boost back up. So I hope that's explained a little bit more in detail how to use your Jessica treatment base coats. You've got no excuse now for not looking after your nails whilst you can't get in to see us in the salon. So I hope you've enjoyed that little tutorial. If you've got any questions or you want to know more, please pop a comment below and I can answer that for you, or you can message me directly or email me at contact@yourblissbeauty.co.uk. Thanks for watching.